This is for the record. History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written and ours is lost. Because all you need to change the world is one good lie and a river of blood. History. His truth will be the truth, but only if he lives. And we die. And we die. And we die.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is GamingWIthSal and welcome back to the channel. So right off the bat, the clip that you just saw right now is apparently a teaser that's hinting towards a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered possibly, and even the storyline for Modern Warfare 4. Now, if you guys are interested in any of those topics, I highly recommend you go ahead and watch this video from the beginning till the end, because I have a lot of things to talk about in regards to when Modern Warfare 4 is most likely going to be revealed and what is going on with something like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and how those two games are really heavily tied and will most likely set the storyline for Modern Warfare 4. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is the reveal dates for Modern Warfare 4. Now the thing is that there was a leak that came up online through a GameStop employee or just a GameStop in general, and basically they had a listing of upcoming items that they're probably going to be selling within their stores and all that kind of stuff. And on the listing it says that a merchandise for the next Call of Duty reveal is going to be available on June 4th. And I think the listing basically talked about like a t-shirt or something like that. I'm assuming like a Modern Warfare 4 t-shirt for the reveal of that game or something along the lines of that, right? So the fact that GameStop has leaked out this information and that it's going to come out on June 4th, we can expect the teaser for Modern Warfare 4 to come out on the same date. And the reason why it makes even more sense is because June 4th lands on a Tuesday. And if you guys don't know already, a lot of Call of Duty news and all that kind of stuff usually drops on a Tuesday most of the time. And on top of that, we already talked about this in a previous video, which once again, if you haven't checked out, go ahead and check that out if you want to. But I basically talked about how Infinity Ward is also going to be at E3 to discuss about the next Call of Duty title for 2019. And they're actually going to be there from anywhere between June 11th to June 13th. And if you look at June 11th, once again, lands on a Tuesday. So if they reveal what Call of Duty 2019 will be, which will most likely be Modern Warfare 4, trust me, you guys, there's a lot more news and rumors that have come out today that I'm also going to go ahead and cover that basically confirms that. But Modern Warfare 4 is most likely going to be revealed on June 4th, that Tuesday, and then the next Tuesday at E3 we're going to get more information, possibly an actual campaign trailer or some sort of trailer that has a little bit of gameplay here and there, and basically get more information on the next Call of Duty title there. So I feel like that's a pretty solid plan for Infinity Ward. However, June 4th is kind of a weird date to reveal a game like Modern Warfare 4, especially because Black Ops 4 is also going to release their new event called Days of Summer around that same time frame. So it kind of seems weird that they would reveal a game like Modern Warfare 4, which will definitely overshadow Black Ops 4, and that's something that Activision doesn't want to do. As much as they want to hype up their next game, they don't want to make it where nobody cares about the current game either as well. So who knows, maybe the merchandise will come out on June 4th, but the game could possibly be revealed a little bit before that. Who knows? But my best bet, you guys, is that the end of May or June 4th is the day we are definitely going to be seeing a Modern Warfare 4 teaser, and maybe even a few days or weeks before that we might get a little bit of hints and rumors that once again are kind of leaning towards Modern Warfare 4. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about the next thing I want to share with you guys, and that is a couple of tweets from a man named Robert Bowling. Now, if you guys are very new to the Call of Duty franchise or haven't really been around since like the Modern Warfare 2 days or anything like that, Robert Bowling was once like the face of Infinity Ward, sort of like how David Vonderhaar is with Treyarch, and he was very involved with the games such as Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, and then eventually he did go ahead and leave Infinity Ward and Activision to join Respawn Entertainment, which are responsible for games like Titanfall 1, 2, and Apex Legends. But of course, since Modern Warfare 4 is supposedly the next Call of Duty title, he's very involved, I guess, in the marketing campaign, because he's been talking a lot about the Modern Warfare franchise, especially Modern Warfare 2. Now here's the thing, I'm going to go ahead and show you this one tweet in the background. I'm not going to play the audio because there is like a song in the background that I could get copyright copyright striked with, so not taking that risk. But if we go ahead and look at the video that this man tweeted out, you can see that this is the entire OG crew of the entire Modern Warfare series from Modern Warfare 1 through 3. Now here's the thing, this tweet is slowly zooming in on the face of Ghost, who was one of the most fan favorite characters within the Modern Warfare franchise, and they're really emphasizing a lot on this specific character. Now moving on to the second teaser, which I played in the beginning of this video, as you guys can see, we are looking at the scene of where Ghost and Roach were betrayed by Shepard, who was one of the main villains in Modern Warfare 2 specifically, and basically showing how they died once again, which is a very sad death, but it really is emphasizing on Ghost, and it's really emphasizing on Modern Warfare 2. On top of that, if we go back to the first teaser, for the caption of this video, Robert Bowling mentioned a date that says October 8th, 2019. What could that possibly mean? My best bet, that is when we will be able to have early access to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered's campaign, just like how we did a month early for Modern Warfare 1 Remastered's campaign when that came out. Other than that, I really don't know what else this date could really mean. So in my opinion, this sort of indirectly confirms that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is happening. So we already covered Robert Bowling's first teaser. We already covered his second teaser. We came to the conclusion that Ghost is a character that's being very emphasized within these tweets. On top of that, if we go back a little bit in time where the community manager that's currently working at Infinity Ward, I completely forgot her name. I think it was Ashton or something like that. But anyways, she was posting all of these images and GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to call it, of ghosts, like literally ghosts that you would see during like the Halloween season or something like that. And a lot of people were like, oh my god, this is probably Ghosts 2. That's what they're working on, right? Well, what if that's not the case? What if she was actually emphasizing on the character Ghost from Modern Warfare 2? And here's the thing, a lot of people did come out and say that, oh, what she was posting has nothing to do with the next Call of Duty title at all whatsoever. But I don't know why. I refuse to believe that, just because it's a huge coincidence how she was tweeting out pictures and just stuff about ghosts, and here we see Robert Bowling tweeting out videos that are once again emphasizing on ghosts. So I really do feel like that when it comes down to Modern Warfare 4, Ghosts will be a huge character in one shape or form. Mark my words, I'm really throwing that theory out there and I really stand by it. So if in the future when Modern Warfare 4 comes out and we get our hands on the campaign and I'm supposedly right, that would be pretty cool in my opinion. Now all of this sounds very impressive and very cool and exciting, right? However, there's one question I do want to go ahead and ask. Why Modern Warfare 2? Think about it, right? If we're going to be having Modern Warfare 4, why is Modern Warfare 2 being so much more emphasized than like Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 3? Shouldn't all three Modern Warfares kind of be tied into Modern Warfare 4? Why is it that Modern Warfare 2 is the only game we keep hearing about, and Modern Warfare 2 is the only game that's really being talked about the most when it comes down to getting a remaster? I mean, we did have a couple of rumors about Modern Warfare 3 Remastered, but not as much as Modern Warfare 2. And here's my theory. I feel like when it comes down to Modern Warfare 4, we are going to be seeing the return of Shepard as our villain. Because here's the thing, at the end of Modern Warfare 2's campaign, we saw Shepard's death, supposedly. However, now that I look back and think upon it, he could have survived, because all we did as a player was take a combat knife out of our chest, throw it in his general direction, and stabbed him in the eye. Unless if that knife was deep enough to where it can reach his brain, he could have survived. So at the end of the day, I feel like that Shepard coming back as a villain for Modern Warfare 4 makes perfect sense. And that kind of lines up with the tweet that Robert Bowling also went ahead and shared with everyone on Twitter. On top of that, the caption for that video that he tweeted out also said something along the lines of, "You are different, or you have changed, but I am still here," or something along the lines of that. I feel like that dialogue will either be said by Shepard within the trailer that we might be getting very soon, or that dialogue that Robert Bowling basically shared out alongside with this tweet is kind of hinting that Shepard is still there. And that is why Modern Warfare 2 is being so much more emphasized, because the storyline with Makarov is pretty much over. And that's what Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 3 really focused on. But Modern Warfare 2 introduced Shepard. Makarov was still there, but Shepard was kind of like something that came in the way of Makarov, right? Or their mission to go up against Makarov. So with everybody who's like, oh, how are they going to make a Modern Warfare 4? They wrapped up the storyline pretty well. Why do we need to go back to it? And maybe Shepard is the answer to that question. You're right. Everyone who has said that is right. Makarov's ending was definite. There's nothing to it anymore. But Shepard, he's the only one that can come back, which is why Modern Warfare 2 is being emphasized a lot. And that is what is going to be tied into when it comes down to Modern Warfare 4. And honestly, who knows? The storyline for Modern Warfare 4 could possibly just be about Shepard coming back as a war hero and then in people like Captain Price and his army or his little team being the bad guys. Because if you guys don't remember that much or aren't really aware, just to keep it short, basically in Modern Warfare 2, the way things kind of happened is that if Shepard's story gets out to the public, he's going to be viewed as the heroes and our main characters are going to be viewed as the villain in terms of society. And that's pretty much what Robert Bowling's teaser also emphasized as well when Captain Price was speaking within that video.
This is for the record. History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written and ours is lost. Because all you need to change the world is one good lie and a river of blood. History. His truth will be the truth, but only if he lives and we die. And we die. And we die.
So in the end, Modern Warfare 4 could just be about bringing Shepard down and pretty much stopping him from going about with his goal, and that is to bring down our characters and make himself be the hero in the eye of the public. But once again, that's just a theory that I have in terms of what the storyline for Modern Warfare 4 can be about. And also, just to throw this out there as a fun fact, Robert Bowling also went ahead and tweeted this picture out saying that this is me at 10 a.m. when I can't sleep or something, or when I'm trying to sleep, and this is me at 2 a.m. or something like that. I don't know what he exactly said, but the point is, right, if we look at this picture, you can see on his shirt, it says MW, but the 3 is missing. And this picture that he has is from the time where he was very involved with Modern Warfare 3. So as you can see, he purposely removed the 3 from this picture, and somebody actually asked him, where did the 3 go? And Robert Bowling actually went ahead and replied back saying, I don't know, it was there before, but he didn't spell before correctly. Instead, he put B and then FOUR, hinting that Modern Warfare 4 is the next Call of Duty title. It's definite, you guys. I know in every single video I've made talking about MW4, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say that it's supposedly Call of Duty 2019. It's probably gonna be Call of Duty 2019. I'm gonna come out and say that from here on out until they confirm it, it's Modern Warfare 4. Like, this has to be 100% confirmed at this point. Like, I don't see how you can debate against this. I really don't. But anyways, that is my theory, you guys. Let me know in the comment section of what you think. I really do believe that Modern Warfare 4's storyline will involve Ghost and Shepard somehow in some way, and that is why Modern Warfare 2 is also being very, very emphasized versus like Modern Warfare 1 and 3. It all just makes perfect sense. The reveal date makes perfect sense. October 8th makes perfect sense for Modern Warfare 2's campaign to be released early for people to play that so they can get caught up on that storyline and be ready for Modern Warfare 4 and understand who Shepard is in that game. It makes sense to bring Shepard back as a villain because Makarov's end was pretty definite when it comes down to Modern Warfare 3. Guys, I keep saying it over and over again, but it just makes so much sense. Let me know in the comment section below, once again, what you guys think of everything I shared in terms of my theory, the news that I've brought to you guys about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and Modern Warfare 4. Are you guys excited? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, but that's pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links will always be in the description below, and I'll go ahead and talk to you guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves, and bye.